Call with 9-6 suited. Jake going for a pretty big bet. This is almost a fold, actually, given how big this raise is. But we get rewarded for our call. Check raise small. 30,000 left. I think go all in here. Oh, goodness. We lose. We can re-enter the 88. Sure. Yeah, I'm back in there. Some check, some bet here. Mostly bet, but some check, too. I'm just going to bet, but we're going to have to bet and call a check raise. This is the thing with this hand, and it's almost good enough on an 8-6-3 where I just want to check, but... Now, turns of 4. Do we need to bluff? I mean, we definitely want to bluff a lot of hearts, but like ace-queen has showdown value again against some of this stuff. I think I'm going to check... What we don't want to do is like bet and then jam and we have to fold. That sucks. And we also don't want to bet into a hand that's just like bet into a lot of better hands that are just always going to call and then going to lose. Like some different bluffs would be king, queen, king, jack, king 10, queen, jack, queen 10, jack 10, you know, ace 5, ace 7. Like these are all better bluffs than ace queen. And they lead small on the river. We just have to fold and kind of a lame hand, but it's okay. I gotta stop thinking about it. It's just it's really complex, dude. And it seems to be like a shortcoming of humanity, the ability to deal with those small things where there should be small taxes, right? In a digital world, in a world where there wasn't difficulty with assigning like micro taxes, you would tax people for not recycling, right? We can't do that. We can give them a rebate on money or whatever, but like if someone threw a Coke can in the garbage instead of the recycling, in theory, you would tax them, you know, like a quarter of a cent or something like that for that action. We're all in with the 8s against Plek for sure. Flippin'. Hold it, chat. It's a hold it moment. It's a hold it moment. Let's go, Plek. Come on, dude, Plek. Let me have one, bro. Let's go, man. Fives might just be a fold here under the gun. I think so. 3 reshove stacks. We don't want to raise call. It doesn't play too well post flop either. Now we want to overbet. Nah. Problem is like, how many flushes do they have? Yeah, some. It'll pot. I considered all the sizings there, right? Like small, medium, overbet. Thing is, if we overbet, they probably fold flushes. That's my thinking, right? In theory, I'm sure we have like a slight overbet, but probably not a shove there. But I think in practice, they will fold their flushes. If you go for the 2x pot shove, they'll fold. I really think that's true of people. In which case, we should probably not go for that sizing, you know? Exploitatively. 6 is pretty good hand. Worth playing, I think. Good call. I was thinking about 3-betting, which I think in theory you would do sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Just going to go for the call this time. Take it to the streets of Queen 10-5. All clubs, not our flop, right? Not our flop. Check, check. And we are on the bubble of this tournament as well. 3 off the money, so that's good. Side note of my last message, my VPIP has always been low, but it's coming up after watching you. I find the opens and 3-bet spots. Yeah, I mean, mine used to be low too. I think it's natural, right? And it's also, that's a small stakes thing, I would say. Let's 3-bet here. Is having a low VPIP in a lot of sense makes sense if your opponents are just like playing really loose passive, just like not 3-bet bluffing them very much and just being like very straightforward and value oriented works really well. I think we call for 16 blinds with ace queen. Pretty good hand. It is the bubble, so they're going to be a little tighter, but I think still worth calling. Let's go. We have burst the bubble, chat. Redfeld hype confirmed. Got a great stack of the 88. Going to try and win the thing. Let's go, dude. Such a sick 10. Such a sick 10. Little 1-2 action here, Rob CJ. Let's make it count. I'm one, though. Non-negotiable. With the queens, is it a punt to jam? Queens here? Probably not. Queens are pretty good, man. Queens are pretty good. Take it down. Final table, by the way. Final table hype of the 88. Coming in, middle of the pack. We're 6 of 9 right now. 3-bet. Yo, Jamie Fan Club, what's up, brother? Good to see you in the house, man. 3-bet, get a call. C-bets with a big swing and a miss with our ace-4, but it works out, which is good. 4 of 9 here still. Three of 8. It's a pay jump. 255 cash now. 255. Call the big blind with 9-6 suited. Honestly, this is probably a fold if I could go back in time with the ICM pressure. Like, yes, it's suited, but there's not a ton of upside given the ICM, you know? Checks around on the flop. I'm happy to check call here with second pair and the flush draw. Again, we don't want to play this too quickly and really risk losing a ton of chips. So we want to be fairly protected here, I think. Big bet on the turn, 80%. I'm thinking about raise and then fold to jam, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, I like this. The thing is, can I fold to this stack? Yeah, we can. We're going to do it. I've got some reasons for why. We bust the 125 open. I think it's quite hard for our opponents to have good hands. We can definitely have straights and 2 pairs and strong stuff here. It's just hard for Lawyer Dad to have straights and Prisco lean, which we have more straights than them. Calling is fine, but like, if we call and make a flush, that's interesting with 440 left. I think we're all in. I think we go all in here. We are sometimes going to run into ace-high flush, but I think we're still all in. We'll talk about this in a sec. All right, take it down. We're on a million. Thinking on the turn is like, our hand is okay, but we're just going to win a showdown so infrequently, right? So we've got a pair of 9s. We've got a draw. The thing is, it's really hard for either of our opponents to bet and be able to, first of all, call a raise on the turn when we have more straights than they do. Like, they just have to fold so much when it checks on the flop. And then the second thing is, they're not going to come over the top, like, hardly ever. So they're very rarely going to shove. So essentially, we're like semi-bluffing with a hand that, first of all, is not going to get shoved on very often. And then 2, has some equity against hands that can continue, of which there's not many. So it was actually a semi-bluff on the turn with our second pair and our flush draw. Trying to fold out better second pairs, trying to fold out weak top pairs, trying to fold out other hands with equity, a bit, basically. But then we made a flush on the river, and I think it makes it worthwhile to play that way. D6 blinds. I don't want a 3-bet call here. I'm going to flat, actually. Stacks are perfectly awkward here to where if we 3-bet, they're going to 4-bet all in, not less than all in which case we would have to 3-bet call, which is it's probably a 3-bet fold with the ICM. So we're going to call for that reason. We can call a squeeze shove here. They fold, we call. Super like under repped with our ace king. And if they squeeze less than all in, we can rejam. So good luck. It's king, ace, queen. It worked very well. We've got it in super good here. No 5, 10 or queen. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Come on, chat. We're doing it, baby. Come on. You see that turn check raise followed by slow play ace king paid off? Dude, we're playing on a level right now, chat. And I have to be honest, the level's higher than it's ever been. I have to be honest, dude. We've reached new heights. Crazy plays coming in. 9-7 suited raise in the 88 table. Call in the small blind. Spot where Jake is going to squeeze so frequently, but they fold. We're going to check back here with top pair. We want to have more checks than you typically would in this situation. So I think it's a check back. We have a stronger turn range for that reason as well. All right, take it down to the FT. Good stuff. Onwards, chat. Onwards. Open A7 suited. Jake immediately 3-bets. I think 4-bet fold here is right. We're definitely not all in, like disaster, right? We don't want to go post flop really, so it's just a 4-bet fold. Jake calls, check all day, every day. Hating this, right? Like we definitely don't want to be post flop. Check, turns a queen. And it's like, if they bet big, we just fold flop, right? Like, they shouldn't have really weak hands here. Think about it. We 4-bet and they called out of position. We're on a final table first and second. Like, they just shouldn't have complete trash shitty.gov here. And we control the size of the pot. The question is, do we value bet river? And I think the answer is yeah, we do. Kind of hard for them to have a worse ace here, you know? Unless they had like ace 8 or ace 9 suited, they decided to call the 4-bet, but they shouldn't really. So 1.9 million. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Come on. We are chip leader of the 88. And open 10-9 as well. 1 of 6 here, chip leading. Good call from Bob. Barrels. Just get ready for the barrels here. They 3-bet all of their big pairs, right? Most of the time, aces, kings, queens, jacks, 10s, 9s, like all this stuff 3-bets. So they can't really have overpairs. It's really hard to have overpairs. We have more. Just get the barrels ready, I think, really. Ace, jack, we raise. I think we'd have to call this 11 blind shove if it came in, you know? Socks and moccasins equals walking Van de Graaff machine. I'm surprised your hair isn't standing up. All right. The moccasins are not helping us. Check raised. We call. Great turn. Great turn, chat. Check, check. We want to pot control here, right? Like, we want to pot control. They're representing they have an 8. Yeah, they can have some draws, but they can just check shove. We have to fold literally top of our range. Like, just check, check. Call river. Printing. Let's go. Rare call against Bob. 4 hours if we win. It means it's a turbo or a hyper or whatever. And fold on the final table. $210 bounty for another table. Nice, nice. 3-bet. Intending to call off here. Stacks are short enough where we would call off. But we can fold to a 4-bet from Bob if, you know, if they have a hand that can 4-bet, we can save ourselves. But sixes go down in value, but we are the chip leader. And the thing is that this opponent is playing a lot of hands, which isn't terrible with a hand like sixes, you know? Like, if Bob is just relentlessly 3-betting us, I think our hand is terrible. And if we are not the chip leader, I think our hand is terrible. Given we are, though, I think we should open this hand. Is there room to 3-bet folds? It's really close. I mean, I expect them to be kind of strong is the thing. And they're also going to be kind of tilted at this point in second to last. I'm going to fold. Just because we've 3-bet them and we've jammed on them the last couple times here. And they open again relentlessly as the second shortest stack. Our jack 5 suited, we 3-bet in the big blind. Check, check on the flop. We bet the turn on the ace, which is good for our perceived range. They call. We give up on the river. And they bet 2/3. But do we ladder to 4th? Do we ladder down to 4, baby? 9's king queen. We're down to 4. Let's go. Talk about a tough table. All right. 4 left in the tournament. 5-11 cashed. It's what, 1,500 for the win? Yeah. A lot of money still to play for 4-handed. About $1,000 between the 4 of us. Let's make it happen. We have 4 crazy hands right now, by the way. Pair, blind versus blind. Flop the nut flush draw and flop top 3 ways. Pretty fun. Go through all of them. Queen of the turn, barrel again. Really small barrel. Surprising, honestly. Surprising sizing, I think. Sizing doesn't make sense here. Unless they like barreled ace 3 or something on the turn, but I think it's a call. Okay. Queen 8. We are beat with the top pair. Not a sizing you'd expect to see with a queen on the turn quite often. I mean, mostly you just see a bet of 2/3. Get a bigger bet on the river but that's okay. We're quite close between 3-bet call and jam here. They will call 10s for sure. 3-bet 250. We're going to 3-bet call. Jags. Let's limp. So yeah, it looks like the 1K is paying 20 spots right now. Registration ends in 23 minutes though. Close. There we go. Nice. What I don't want to do is check fold queen high flush draw here. That would be the most painful thing. So I'll sort of like semi bluff. Maybe fold out some queen X, occasionally some king X, although you probably shouldn't. But really just like get to a river is the main point of that bet. I think a limp jam is kind of interesting here. Sevens. Hasn't gone very well for us. No, I don't know what to do with our hand now. It's weird. Basically betting to deny equity, right? Like that's basically what we're doing here. In that if we check, we're going to lose the pot a lot. If we bet, we can fold out some queen high and jack high and 10 highs, which we're ahead of right now, but against a bet, we have to fold. So just, I feel like we need to bet, but it's not a happy moment there. Raise king queen suited. Nice hand, right? King queen suited. One of the rare hands I would consider calling a 3-bet actually with this one. It's not great against Bob. Probably still call though. This hand. It's a good hand to have. It's one of the few where I'm like okay to call 3-bets, I think. Ace-X suited, mostly gonna 4-bet fold. Like 4-bet all in or fold, I mean. And we just fast play here. Good luck. No ace king. Let's go. 1.5 million. Let's go, let's go. Get a 3-bet here. Tough spot for Bob. They don't really want to play this pot, you know. King, king, 9. Not a very fun flop for us. I think not a bet. Reason being, let's think about different parts of Bob's range. Ace high, we might get some weak ace highs to fold here by betting, right? But ace queen, ace jack, ace 10, no. What about like small pairs? Are pairs going to fold on the paired board here? Maybe, but we're going to have to bet like 2/3 to get that stuff to fold, right? I don't think it's a good spot for us here. I think it's just a check. Bob's range when they call the 3-bet is a little bit too strong and not enough stuff folds on this sort of board texture. Based on the opponent we're up against, right? It's different against different opponents, but I think we just check fold. Ace 9, we should have called a ace king. This is going to be it, man. We need a queen. We need a 9. We need a queen, 9, or deuce. Oh! Chop it up. Chop it up. Let's go. It's a data moment. Jack 5 suited, we're going to open on the button. Come on, man. Let's go. We're live. Check on the flop. Great pot in the 1K, dude. 15 of 37, it says. Such a bad turn. Really small bet sizing, though. We'll call. Can you like 4.5 to 1? Sometimes we have the best hand. Not often, but sometimes we do when they're just pure bluffing. We have some outs as well. Not going to bluff in the river. It's just not going to work enough. They're going to call with king X or whatever. We beat 7 high flush draw. Awesome. I mean, lucky, right? Like most of the time we lose there when we check back, but it's just not a great bluff spot, in my opinion. Call off here. Oh, come on, baby. Now, this hand was interesting. We didn't get to see a lot of it. Blind versus blind. Let's replay it quick. We got jacks. Well, we got to wait. We got to wait, dude. We got to wait a sec. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. I mean, we're all in, I think, for the snap 700K. They can have a queen here, but I think we're all in. Hand's too good, man. Let's go! Come on, baby. All right, let's play the spot. Quick. So it's blind versus blind, right? Limp check. Bet, raise in the flop with the top pair and the flush draw. They come over the top. We just call. Turns an 8. We pick up the gut shot with the top pair and the flush draw. They have aces. We hit it on the river with all of our outs, which is amazing in the dream. Let's go, dude. We are chip leader now by a lot. 3.3 million. Can we win this tournament? I think we can. I think we can, dude. Bob, want to run this 3 ways, bro? Because we can. We're heads up, chat. We're heads up to win the 88. Good luck to our opponents. Where's the good luck? All right, we busted 210, and honestly, it couldn't matter less right now. Too much hype. It's insane. Heads up for the VIN in the 88. We've got 988 cash, little $500 heads up match. 3x raise is a big raise. It's a big raise. Take it down with the overbet. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So we're deep enough here where I'm just going to be raising, right? We're 50 blinds deep. So I'm just going to be raising or folding pre-flop. Not going to be limping at the stack depth. But when we get like 25 blinds or less, we'll just limp 100%. Limp or jam sometimes, but limp mostly. Oh. All right. $40 blinds deep now. Ready to gamble here with ace queen if we want to. I don't know what just lagged there, but we did lag. Call this 3-bet. Good flop. Very good flop. 712,000 in the middle. People over c-bet this as well. I think we raise. And don't fold with top, basically. Like, yeah, they'll have some overpairs in the range, but people overbet this board if they're Bob. And so I want a fast play here. It's 2 overs. Yep. Oh. Dude, it's just... We knew, though. We did know. We knew that whole hand what was going on. We knew where we were. Damn, dude. That's really painful, obviously. I don't know what's going on here, by the way. Like, this weird countdown is bizarre. We have no time bank for some reason. Anyways, we can fight back. We can fight back here. Streaks raise. I think we call being suited. It's the truth, Matt Deli. It's the truth, man. I think I've got a decent handle on what's going on here with Bob. But anything can happen. We can still lose this match, even if I think I got an edge or whatever. I've got my own game plan of formulated. I don't want to see too much because Bob's probably happening. Or probably watching the stream. But, yeah. I just can't say much because, you know, Bob's probably watching, right? Probably. Montreal Hype, Buck Nasty, what's up, brother? Good to see you. I've got some pieces coming to the house right now, actually. I'm really excited about them. They're en route. They're getting framed right now. Hopefully, I'll have them next week, but I don't know if I will. We'll see. That's exactly it, Crazed tomorrow. That's the good way of looking at it, right? Like, we lost a heads-up pot all in, and we're still in the tournament, right? With top against 2 overcards and 1 overcard, really. And they hit, and we're still here. Like, that's good news. Something is happening with the leg here where I'm almost out of time there. We're going to raise the 2s. Call the 3-bet. Just hit the set here, man. This is it. Hit the set here. Hit the set here to take the lead. Not today. Really good board for their 3-bet as well. Thanks, Sovereign. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Possible to win here? It's possible. All right. Bet take it. Thanks, Sovereign, for the good luck, bro. Probably have to call here. But it's kind of close to, like, where I think I should call against this opponent. Flop pretty well. Take it down. I don't think we actually want to bet on this ace turn. They're going to have pairs and ace highs quite often on the flop peel. Just take the free card here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. We've got the nuts, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we do. Find the call, Bob. Check call on the flop. They 3x raise pre-flop and they bet on the flop. Scary board, right? This is not a fun turn spot. Hope to showdown. Hope to showdown. Not the right hand to bluff. We have a lot of bluff candidates. King 9 is not the one. It wins sometimes a showdown. We do get it to showdown here, which is really fortunate. Against ace 3. Profit already. True. Online poker and real poker are two different things. What do you mean real poker? This is real poker, man. Don't be throwing shade at online poker. It's a different format for it, but it's very much real. But poker in person is a different thing. It's the same game. It's the same engine. It's the same sort of decisions, but there's different variables at play when we play live. But the game is the same, right? It's the same as like online chess and a real person chess. It's like this. It's a similar sort of comparison, which is, well, you can just see the person, but the mechanics are the exact same. Shove? I don't know if I have fold equity. It's obviously a shove with a pair, but like just based on how quickly they snap that, I don't know how much fold equity I have against kings. 3 deuce, 3 deuce, no. Dude, sweat. Had real sweat there. Back to raising, I think. We're in 5th place of the 1K, 3 off the money. Definitely bubble time now there. Open jack 10. So I think bet and then consider bluffing on the river. I think they likely have a pair right now. We have some bluff spots on the river. We might be able to get them to fold with this bet because it's scary on the king. But then also if we hit a queen or jack or 10, it's pretty likely we're the best hand. Really bad card to get them to fold, right? It's just check, check, and like, wow. Did not expect queen jack at all. Did not expect that end. Too bad. We're tied again. You're not really right. I mean, I know you're saying not really to me, but it is, but really, you know, in that the engine underneath poker is very similar to the engine underneath chess, right? It's like the same sort of thing where you're looking at incomplete information in poker, but you're looking at essentially like a game theoretically optimal sort of approach to poker. And then you're looking at people, you're assigning some likelihood of how likely they are to deviate from it. But to understand the baseline from which to deviate is the same live as it is online. The answer does not change. People just change how they act, right? So you adjust differently to different people, but the underlying game of poker does not change. Yes, you might have different tells and you have different opponents that you face, but it's not based off a different set of rules. It's different deviations from the norm. That's all. So it is the same. You are incorrect. Like, live poker and online poker is the same functional game. Same. Exact same. Call here. Turn. But there's different skill sets that do well, and there's things that live players that, you know, do really well over online players that they've never learned, so they can't sort of utilize that. This doesn't make any sense. Already this doesn't make any sense. The thing is, we don't really want to have a 10 here, but like, this bet sizing doesn't make any sense in the paired 8 based on they bet the flop. Bob, you've got to, I mean, come on, Bob. What are we doing out here? Okay, we're behind. That's exactly it. Yeah, Matty Ice is in Calgary. I'm in Montreal. We chat, though, often. We chat. It's kind of interesting here, right? Because against a 4-bet, I'm not sure how much they're going to call worse hands, but they are definitely 3-betting a lot. I'm going to go for it just because I think their 3-bet frequency is way out of line. And we do get called by a worse hand. This is big. This is big, dude. Dodge the 7 and the 5 and the deuce. We are very unlucky. Man, GG. GG. Oh, top against just the king. We get it in for basically tournament there.